Welcome to our first Pulse Update for 2021, where we share some of our recent and upcoming advocacy work. The year is really flying by, and in this update, I have Nicola Grayson, the CEO of Consult Australia, with me, in lieu of James Robertson. Over to you, Nicola.
Thanks so much, Kristy. Yep, you guessed it, James is not here. Where is he? He's at Infrastructure Australia. I'm proud to say he's been on secondment with Infrastructure Australia since the start of the year, and he's working with them on their 2021 infrastructure plan. He's due to return to us at the beginning of May, so not too much longer to go. And I know he's been doing a fantastic job over there, so we look forward to hearing more from him very soon. So just staying with Infrastructure Australia for a moment, they're going to be presenting to us very soon at the Large Firms Forum and Joint Board meeting on their upcoming market capacity and deliverables work. So this is a project looking at really quantifying the infrastructure demand in Australia and looking at how the industry can respond in terms of capacity. It's a really, really important piece of work, so we're looking forward to that. Back to you, Kristy.
Thanks, Nicola. I just wanted to talk about all the insurance work we're doing. So we know PI insurance and the market is really, really tough at the moment, and businesses are really struggling. So I just wanted to let all our members know that we are working really hard for you at every state and territory level and at the Commonwealth level. And on that, recently I attended a supply chain roundtable, which was attended by many members of the Commonwealth Public Service, including reps from the Australian Small Business Ombudsman and also, importantly, Department of Treasury. So I used that opportunity to be very frank and forthright about the situation our members are in and about how the government can really assist us to de-risk the market. So we had a very frank discussion about civil liability law, for example, and proportionate liability. So just to stress that we're really active on this. All of the state and territory managers are active on insurance, and if you are having concerns, and I know that it's widespread, please reach out to us. Tell us about your situation, just so we can add it to the pool of case studies and information we have to feed back to government. But on insurance, we did have a small win in New South Wales with the building reforms. We have a 2-year transition period applying to design practitioners in respect of the insurance obligations. We fought really hard for that, and we got it, and you can be guaranteed that for the next 2 years I'll be pushing to make sure those obligations, when they come in, are fair and reasonable, and that you can actually comply with them if you work on Class 2 buildings in New South Wales. So working really hard on that. Upcoming soon, I'm going to hold a member event on insurance. I've got some members who have just recently renewed their policies, members that have just introduced new procedures inside the business to really track their exposure. And so they're going to share their insights about how to manage that. And I hope that's really useful for members, part of our insurance insights. So really active on insurance. Please contact us if you're having any issues. We're fighting really hard for you on that. Over to you, Nicola.
Thanks, Kristy, and it's really important work, and thank you on behalf of members for everything you're doing in that space. We certainly are listening and hearing you when you're telling us that this really is the burning platform issue for our industry at the moment. So we take that extremely seriously. I want to talk for a minute now about our work we're doing with the Australian Constructors Association. So last year we came together as 2 groups and agreed that we would start working together on some joint initiatives of common interest. So we've now formed 4 working groups which have Consult Australia members in them and members of the Constructors Association, and they're working across 4 issues. The first off is the thorny issue of reliance and being able to rely on information. The second one is looking at multiple design reviews. The third, digital engineering and how to better embrace and adopt digitalisation through project delivery. And finally, model clients and looking at Consult Australia's 2018 model client policy and adopting that as a joint initiative. So some really exciting work there. We're expecting to see some draft papers towards the end of this month, and then we'll be putting them out for consultation. So watch this space. Back to you, Kristy.
Thanks. And I think that just shows we are working on the private sector and the public sector for members here. So really don't think that we're just focused on one area. If you have concerns, no matter where you work, what type of work you do, please do contact us and we'll see what we can do for you.
Right.
Remember, if you want to know more about what we're doing, because this is just a very short snapshot of what we've been doing recently, please do visit the website. If you want to join one of our roundtables or committees, if you want to access our guides, our briefings, all the resources we have, please visit the website, which is consultaustralia.com.au. This is where you can also get information on our latest events and training. Really important resource, consultaustralia.com.au. It's also where we've got our contact details, so you can call me and tell me all your troubles and we can see what we can do. So that wraps up our Pulse update for this time. Thanks, Nicola.
Thanks so much, Kristy, and bye everyone.